Hello everyone! My name is Victor Dolarum, and I'm a huge Hatsune Miku fan. And I'm guessing since you're watching this video, you probably like Miku a lot too. This channel is composed of my many different Miku designs that I make by mixing her with daily items. Be it a fridge, a shrimp, or iced tea, I try to push myself to place her in any scenario. In today's video, we will be exploring what Hatsune Miku would look like in Team Cherry's sequel to Hollow Knight, Silksong. Not only will we be making her a design, but also be creating lore to go with it, so stay tuned for her story. Also, if you have not beaten the second act of Silksong and are trying to avoid spoilers, you may want to come back to this video later. Initially, when I had this idea, I wanted to go with a hornet design that reflected Miku in some way. However, when I drew it, the design didn't really come out the way I wanted it to. It looked a bit weak or awkward, and I honestly didn't feel like this was the direction I should be taking this idea. So I scrapped it, and instead decided to take a deep dive on how Hatsune Miku could be applied to Silksong's land of Farloom. The first thing I did was come up with her origin. I mean, in real life, she's a Vocaloid, a digital instrument that sounds like a human girl, so automatically she couldn't be a living creature in the story. Now, most of Farloom is inhabited by living bugs, or on rare occasions, rats or birds. However, in the Citadel, we encounter cogwork creatures composed of gears and metal. This was the perfect basis for our Miku design. Here, I designed her body to reflect something similar to the second Sentinel character, with part of her story being that, like the Sentinel, she too could be found traveling around the halls of the Great Citadel. I also took inspiration from the bugs living in the Whispering Vaults, because that is where this Miku originated. You see, she's a music box, with hands that can open into gramophones and a spot in her chest for psalm cylinders. She used to be a mobile gramophone who served the strict vault keepers. In the past, she would be like a messenger and musician who would transport melodies around the Citadel. However, when the living bugs around began to lose themselves, she found herself being used far less often, and eventually abandoned her post to begin an exploration of her own. And here we are, our Cogwork Miku from Silksong. Copying the art style is something I don't do very often in this channel, and I can't say it was easy. The line art is uniform throughout, and the colors are simple for the most part. However, the designs of the gramophones are much more detailed than the other things, with blending and gradients. I believe this is probably because the gramophones in the game are static objects, while the more simple design choices are saved for animation. Either way, I think I did a fair job at it. What do you think? All in all, thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see more full-length content with more lore and detail than my shorts, then please like the video, and if you have any suggestions, please do comment. Much love, and I hope you have a great day.